Yes, people. What are we saying? How are we doing, man? Hope you had a good weekend. Sorry if I'm seeming a little bit sleepy. Still on those pills, man. Just still knocking me out non-stop. But here we are. Good day of price action, to be fair. I mean, Bitcoin is just doing its thing. Bitcoin's doing exactly what we kind of expected it to do this whole time. And as I always say, guys, patience pays off. Patience pays off. And obviously, in today's video, in today's live stream, I'm going to be going through a number of charts. What I won't be doing is taking requests within the chat, only because I asked for requests within the actual Discord itself, and wherever you guys asked me to look at, I've kind of included in this. So but what I would say is that the majority of the market is looking very similar, and we're all moving in bullish directions anyway. So this moment in time, we'll stick to the charts that I'm going to be showing you guys here. There's going to be quite a few of them, to be fair, and hopefully it'll be one that kind of interests yourself too. So yeah, we're going to go through all of them and see what's going on. Yes, Haz, thanks for joining, man. Thank you guys for joining. Please leave a like, by the way, as you guys are rolling in. What I would say, by the way, is that every single chart I've been looking at recently, or even just looking today, kind of getting the stream ready, the Fibonacci retracement tool is working like an absolute charm. Seriously, it is ridiculous how pinpoint perfect the Fibonacci retracement can be. And I just found it to be the best tool that I've ever used and probably ever will use. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm so thankful for it. And you'll see exactly what I mean, because the reactions we've been getting from it has just been ridiculous. What I'm going to do, I actually made a video on a tutorial on how to use it. If you wanted to open it, look, watch it later, whatever, go for it. But seriously, the Fibonacci retracement has been coming in clutch, man. Seriously, it has been working like a charm, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean in pretty much all of them. Yes, Lance, thanks for joining. Dan, Simon, yes, Michelle. Okay, that's you, Michelle. Thanks for letting me know. Yes, Jay, man. Even in town, I hope you're well, bro. I'm good. Not too bad, not too bad. Just been kind of chilling the whole day, sleeping. You know how it goes, man. People in the Discord know, man. I've just been on heavy painkillers due to the pain in the hip, but I don't mind sleeping. I like sleeping. It is what it is. Look at me. I look a mess. I need a shave. I need a haircut. What can you do, man? Who cares? Who cares? When we make our money, we'll hire our own private barber, if that's even a thing. Barber on call. Whenever I call him, he's here. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes, Paul. Yes, Tony. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining. Right, why don't we get into it? Because like I said, the market's moving very nicely. Bitcoin is having some very good price action. We're seeing some really good things, and obviously over the past few days we did have a little bit of a pullback. However, as shown in some of the pictures that I presented yesterday in the Discord channel, these pullbacks were very healthy. And what I mean by that, they actually came back to touch certain areas that kind of needed to be touched because they literally just confirmed new support levels, which is really, really good to see. And all that confirms is that we've just switched from resistance levels into support levels, and we're now just slowly grinding our way up. And that's exactly what you want to see. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing is obviously diving in to Bitcoin, right? And with Bitcoin, again, I'll present these in the most easiest way possible for you guys to understand, as I always do anyway. So let's have a quick look at it. Of course, I will go full screen as well. I'm not going to, do you know what? Hi, I hope crypto is going to give us more of the joy than Arsenal depressing losing to the scum yesterday. Look, man, look, that's a different subject. I get it. It hurt yesterday watching that match, but I've got to move on from it because it was just a friendly. It's an unfriendly friendly, but do you know what? We move. Yes, Cleet, thanks for joining, man. Yeah, crypto is doing a lot better than Arsenal right now. So let's get into it, guys. Here we go. Bitcoin, our boy Bitcoin, right? So as you guys can see, we've had some pretty good price action recently. And obviously, from what we can see here, we seem to have found some kind of resistance at this level, support right here. And, everything's kind of been going on and off. And obviously we found some resistance right here, support right here. But the thing is, when you're looking at it like this, right, no one will really be able to tell you and say, right, that's what's happening, unless you use something like a Fibonacci retracement. Because all of a sudden, if you do get a Fibonacci retracement and you go from our top to our bottom, everything just makes so much sense. Let's just zoom into that just so I could, tell you exactly what I'm talking about here, right? As you can see, we found perfect resistance right there at the 0.382 until we, dropped, and then we found support on top of the 236 Fibonacci retracement. Okay, then what did we do? We obviously smashed out at a 0.382. Now we grinded our way up, and we did have a bit of a pullback here. Okay, where did we pull back to? Right on top of where we previously found resistance. Okay, so as you can see, we found resistance there, came back as support. We smashed through that resistance, and now we've turned that resistance into support. Okay, so Bitcoin right now is doing really, really good things for me. I'm enjoying watching it grind its way up. And to be honest with you, these pullbacks that happened yesterday, across the entire market were very healthy. If we just do that right there and we take the Fibonacci retracement off, resistance, smash through it, now support. It's very, very simple stuff, guys. No genius needs to tell you what's going on in this case right here. Bitcoin found a resistance level, we pulled back a bit, and then we turned that resistance level into support. But what are we now looking forward to, right? One thing I've always said to you guys is that the most important Fibonacci retracement level is the 618, the 702, and the 786. Okay, so you got these three levels right here. Now, what usually tends to happen, guys, is that whenever we do have a big knockback and we do place a Fibonacci retracement over it, what tends to happen is that whenever we do grind back up, we'd find resistance at the 702, usually anywhere between a 618, 702, and 786. But usually for Bitcoin, it's at the 702. And in fact, I can show you a quick example, right? If I was to even go to, let's say, this pullback right here, let's get the Fibonacci retracement, go over it, go from our high to our low. Where did we actually pull back into, guys? As you can see right there, we pulled back perfectly to the 702, and then we came back down. So we have our capitulation, we have our pullback to the 702, and then we go down. Okay, so what is basically very important right now is that we get through those levels. Okay, because what could very well happen, which I don't think will happen, I think we're still very bullish, but what could happen is that we'd get to these levels, get to the 702, and then roll back and go into a bear market. I don't think this is going to happen at all. Many, many reasons why, but one of the most important reasons is simply because we have not even seen an alt season yet. Nothing has taken off really. Stuff like XRP, which has always taken off in a bull market, is barely even taken off. It's not even touched this all-time high yet. Then and it goes for so many other coins as well. So you can't even argue the case of, XRP's got a court order against it, against the SEC. It's nothing to do with that. Okay, it is just simply, that is just what happens. Now, I can see the last cycle does that. Yes, the last cycle did in fact do that. But what actually happened in the last cycle is that you saw an ABC correction up, and then we rolled back down. And also during our grind back up in the last cycle back to these areas, altcoins were going absolutely mental. We were seeing a huge alt season. Okay, that pullback in 2017, which we did right here, triggered an alt season. In fact, can I actually go back? Does this trading view show the previous? I think it does. Yeah, here we go. Let me show you guys what I mean here, right? This is the previous alt season, right? If we go from the top of the bull run, okay, down to here, you guys can see again perfectly we hit the 702. So this is a very, very good example, right? Now, previously back in 2017 in our bull run, this was Bitcoin's bull run. This marked the top. Let me just do that perfectly right there. This marked the top. We capitulated. What did we do? We rolled back up to the 702, and then we went into a bear market, right? So you guys get where I'm coming from. Perfectly on the 702. The difference is during this rise back up, guys, there was a huge alt season, massive alt season, right? Literally everything was taking off left, right, and center. So by now, if we were doing something similar to this, yeah, we would be seeing a load, basically every altcoin would be taking off right now. We're not seeing anything like that at all. Okay, in fact, we haven't seen anything like that really take off at all during the entire bull run. We've seen some things have some good pops here and there. Obviously, Cardano ADA being a massive leader in the market. I'll show that chart next. However, during this, we have not seen absolutely anything. So you can see we're doing very similar things in the sense that, we did capitulate. And, we could very well be rolling back to the 702, just what we've done previously back there. But by now, a lot of things would have been in their new all-time highs, smashing through. We'd be seeing 100, 200% here and there. We're just not seeing it. So to me, I really do not believe that this is happening. I fully stand by the fact that we are going to be making a brand new high in the market. There's so many reasons why we're going to be doing that. And obviously that's just one of them. Okay, so right now, guys, with Bitcoin, right now all we're doing is basically finding resistance at the next Fibonacci retracements, coming back to then turn them into support and then smashing through them. Our next level right now would be at the 50%, okay, which is right there, which is at $46,800, right? But like I said, these don't matter to me. What matters to me is that we get through these levels here, the 618, 702, 786. If we manage to get through those levels there, we're on for it 100%. Now, what can we expect though? Due to these being the areas where, crypto usually finds the most resistance, and obviously in this case, Bitcoin, you can expect a lot of volatility to come in these levels, guys. A lot. Okay. And it would not surprise me if we do end up hitting one, coming back down, grinding up, hitting one, coming back down. If we see a lot of consolidation in these areas, right? It wouldn't surprise me at all. So what I would say is, guys, once we do smash through the 50% retracement level, which is at $46,800, and we start getting to the 618, the 702, the 786, expect a lot of consolidation, expect pullbacks, expect a whole load of volatility. Okay, that's what's going to be happening. And the thing is, some people are going to be unable to stomach it. At the end of the day, guys, we've gone through a whole bunch of volatility. If you look at it from a time perspective, we've been waiting a very long time just to break out of this range. We had to wait 73 days. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I'm absolutely fine with it. There's still so many more resistance levels that we need to pass. Of course, I've noted it in the past to you guys. The very first thing we were looking for was to simply break out of our range, which was right here. Okay, we broke out of it. The next was then to simply get our Fibonacci retracements and to start melting through them one by one, no matter how long they're going to take. First one was to be the 382, which we went past. We've now turned into support. The next one that we're going to come across, and bear in mind, guys, I don't see any resistance for Bitcoin until we do get to the 50% retracement. So I fully expect it to have its grind up to $46,800 before we find, our next level of resistance, right? You can also see right here during this pullback, Bitcoin actually found some support in this area before we had our rise back up. Remember, that was a 702 if you're placing a Fibonacci over that right there. Okay, so, 50%, every retracement level from now upwards is going to be like, I can see the word roller coaster right there. It's going to be a roller coaster. Up, down, left, right. And again, some people are not going to be able to stomach it. Me, not financial advice, just my point of view. I'm just chilling, man. I'm just sitting back. I'm enjoying the ride. I'm chilling. There's no need for me to panic. Do you know what I mean? One thing that would panic me is if we did hit that 702 and we completely capitulated. What I wouldn't mind seeing is Bitcoin hit through the 702 and the 786. So if I show you here, what I wouldn't mind is us getting through all of these levels, okay, and then finding support up here. And then if we were to come back down into these areas again, and we did capitulate a little bit to have a big pullback, I wouldn't mind that because we did go through these. So that invalidates the whole point of us retracing back to the 702 and completely capitulating. As long as we pass through all of these, if we have a pullback to these levels, I don't care. I'm still going to be bullish that we're going up. What I don't want to see, guys, is us to get to the 702, roll back, and then just do that. A slow, steady, boring, scary ride back down. All of a sudden, we're back in this range. All of a sudden, we've made a new low. No, that's not what I want to see. Okay. So that's basically what I'm looking at for Bitcoin, right? But then you kind of look at it, on like a different view. You start looking at so many other coins around the market to see if they can tell you a story as well. And they certainly can. So I'm going to show you guys that in a second. Let me just catch up with these comments. Eric Kaitana, you'd think Arsenal should have brought in some more players by now since they got rid of Gunnasaurus. Yeah, trust me, I know. Arsenal's the last thing on my mind right now. They're Arsenal. What can we expect in it? PSG is taken off. Yeah, that's another coin on Binance. I'm not really looking at those so much to tell me a story. I'm looking at some of the big boys to actually tell me a story, If the alts were already booming, then maybe you could see the bear market after the 702. Yeah, that's the thing. Nothing's really booming. So at this point, we would have seen that if 2017 was to repeat itself, but we're not seeing it at all. So, you know, right now I'm still very, very bullish on the market making a new high, no matter how long it's going to take. Yes, Juno, thanks for joining, man. Roller coasters don't even phase me no more. I know Bitcoin. I hold the line like a Spartan. Absolutely, man. Oi, oi, all abroad. What's your price prediction for XRP? I'm going to be selling my XRP around the $10 mark. That's just me. I'm going on loan to City this season. Mate, do you know what? Audio. Dude, I might look at it at the end. You know, I've taken a lot of requests, so I've got a lot to actually get through. If I've got time at the end, I'll let you guys know. I'll see what I can get through. But what I was basically saying, guys, was to have a look and see what else can be telling us a story within the market. And one thing that I've been looking at for a very long time is, of course, Cardano ADA, right? And I've noticed a few things with Cardano. Number one, we did obviously break out. I showed that in my previous stream. We did end up breaking out and creating a new high. We're basically breaking out of the Fibonacci retracement, the last retracement. Now, what I found is that we're finding some resistance out of the range that we're struggling to get through. And it reminds me so much of what Bitcoin was doing when Bitcoin was stuck in a range. And just before I kind of show you guys what I mean by that, let me show you the Bitcoin chart just so you can see exactly what I'm trying to get at, right? If we go to the Bitcoin chart here, and what I'm talking about in regards to the actual range is this big range that we were in for 73 days, you know, right here. This is basically what I was talking about. Because as you guys can see, even when we just got there, we rejected it again. You know, we kept coming up, rejecting it, coming up, rejecting it, coming up, rejecting it. At this point, what we found is that Bitcoin did get to that, see that area right there? Where we were kind of playing with it. This is where I believe Cardano ADA is right now, okay? Because Cardano ADA right now, as you can see, is doing something very similar. Stuck in this range for a very long time, perfectly found resistance right on top of the range, just like we did right there. And right now, we're just toying with it. We're just playing with it. And it just reminds me of what Bitcoin was doing there before we did end up breaking out of it. Now, what's so special about this area for Cardano as well? Well, you guessed it, it's also another Fibonacci retracement level, as you guys can see. Oh, hang on a second. What am I doing? This ain't a Fibonacci retracement level. I was looking at it wrong. This is just the range right here. Sorry, guys. I had that on wrong before I actually brought it up. But yeah, basically, Cardano is just chilling at this level right here. And yeah, I'm just expecting it to break out of that range, which is good. The reason why I'm showing you Cardano is because Cardano is another top 5 coin in market cap, and it's very important to take a look at it. It's been a massive leader in the market from February, March, because that was one of the first ones to go from like 3 cents to over $1. So it's very important we take a look at it and make sure that we're keeping a close eye on it as well. And the same kind of does go for other coins like Ethereum, which we're also going to be taking a look at. Yeah, smash the likes, people. Let's get the likes up in here. When will alt stop following Bitcoin? It's a very difficult question to answer. Things will slowly start decoupling and start going on their own run. You can kind of argue the case that things like AXS has stopped following it. What you'll find is that when Bitcoin does find a lot of consolidation in an area and it just starts going sideways for a bit, that's usually when altcoins will start to shine. That's when they'll start performing really, really well. Ultimately, they'll always be coupled to Bitcoin. But in a bull run, in an alt season, there comes a point where things just kind of completely decouple for a bit, go on a huge run and make their own highs. But right now, you know, the story will ultimately still be told with Bitcoin getting through that 0.702 Fibonacci retracement level. But it's good to see that quite a lot of coins in the market are having their little time to shine here and there, which to me shows that there's leaders in the market outperforming everything else, which is telling us a story to come. That's what I think anyway. When do you think this bull run will end, Tanner? Just to rough us, it's difficult timing wise. Timing wise is impossible to predict with crypto. One thing I've done in the past before is try to give people time predictions. I got them completely wrong. What ended up happen, what I said would happen ended up happening, but I was just way off timing wise. So now, and then they started blaming me, and I'm just like, you know what, forget that. Timing is impossible to predict in crypto. But I think we will basically come to the end of the bull run when Bitcoin makes a new all-time high, completely capitulates on itself, and we see massive blow-off tops for crypto. You will see it in the altcoins. Everything will go mental, massive blow-off tops, huge amount of retail and media attention. That's when you know it's over, man. How did you get a prediction on a coin like, for instance, Luna? You have a price that you think it will go to? How did you get that price, or are you just hoping it gets there? Fibonacci's. I literally just use Fibonacci retracements. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you guys that in another video coming soon for members only, first anyway. So look out for that. I'll be doing that very soon. Yes, I do believe that. I can't take my toss off Luna reaching $100. Am I being unrealistically bullish? I think Luna will reach near $100 this bull run. Maybe not exactly $100, but in the future, certainly. I mean, my predictions for Luna, again, not financial advice. For me, I'll be selling my Luna between $45 to $80. That's where I'll be letting go of my Luna. I'm still keeping about 40% of my Luna staked for long term, though. No, I'm not going to buy ADA. I've longed ADA leverage. I don't recommend anyone does that. I've taken a small position when we were at the bottom, but I haven't bought ADA. Yeah, the ship sailed for me for ADA 100%. But I look at it as a massive indicator for me in the market. That's what I do. So yeah, that's basically what I'm looking out for. But speaking of Luna, let's have a quick look at Luna. Again, very, very simple in this case. Fibonacci retracement. Of course, we found resistance at the 618. And like I said, guys, most of the resistance for every coin will simply come at the 618, the 702, and the 786. And as you can see, Luna right now has been battling the 618 for the past week. Okay, now we did have that drop. Where did we drop to? We dropped perfectly to the 50% retracement, finding support right there. So that was obviously really good to see. And right now, I just want Luna to get through the 618. Seriously, one thing I would say is that when Luna was at these levels right here, when I was charting it, we found there to be a lot of resistance at the 702. And this is another story with the 702 again, guys. We capitulated, we retraced back to the 702, and then we dropped. It's just something that always happens. The 702 is just always such a big indicator for cryptocurrency. And as you can see, ever since that capitulation right there, we struggled to break through that 702 so much. So to me right now, first things first, we got to get through the 618. But then most importantly for me, the 702, getting through that for Luna, which is at $16.8, that to me would be a massive indication that new all-time highs are coming, and coming very, very soon. We've seen the way Luna moves, and as long as we can pass through these retracement levels, man, you know, Luna is going to be a very, very fun ride, in my opinion, man. So yeah, that's definitely one to look out for. Now, Ethereum. You guys might be thinking, you know, what have I got on the chart right here? Let me just kind of explain it to you, right? This kind of comes back to the whole range thing. And before I get into that, again, I need to just kind of explain, it's so important to look at Ethereum. It's the king of altcoins, right? And Ethereum will always be a leader in the market. So very important to always, whenever you're doing chart analysis on something, especially altcoins, to indicate a certain reversal in the market, whether it's bullish or bearish, definitely be taking a look at Ethereum, right? And right now, I'm taking a close look because we're on the brink, in my opinion, of a big breakout from it. So let me show you what I mean here. This was the range that we had for Ethereum, right? What we done, we broke out of that range. And this line right here, I was kind of looking for so many different types of levels to see where we can potentially get at. Because in Ethereum's case, if you do place a Fibonacci retracement over it, there's no real level of, you know, Fib retracement that is hit. It's coming between the 50% and the 618 and then kind of dropped. So what I decided to do was kind of zoom out and take a look at it from a broader perspective. So this was the range which I understood we broke out of. And right here, I realized that while we were grinding up, when we had a bit of a pullback, right in this range right here is where we actually found support. And again, right here, we found support there as well. You know, so this to me was a level where I obviously saw some support. Now, in Ethereum's case, this is where we've grinded back up to, and this is where we've actually found resistance, kind of confirming the case that this was indeed a support level for us. Now, when we did obviously have a pullback over the last few days, very, very bullish, all we did was come back and retest the range as our support level now. So where it was resistance, and obviously resistance on this day as well, we've obviously, you know, smashed through it, and now we've come back. Instead of resistance, this is now support, and our next resistance level right now is actually this level right here, where Ethereum found support, you know, 2 or 3 times. So that is basically what I'm looking at right now. And we're right there. We're right on the brink. You know, it lays right there at $3,177. we're currently chilling at $3,146. So we're very close to breaking out of it. Of course, if we do break out of it, I would expect a new massive rally from altcoins again. And then in this case, again, I'd be looking at these levels because, again, with Ethereum, what are we reaching? We're coming up to the 618, the 702, and the 786. We need to see one of these big coins, whether it's Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP, Cardano, one of these big boys needs to get through the 618, 702, 786. None of them have done it yet. We've seen other coins do it around the market. AXS obviously outperforming absolutely everything, but the big boys have not done it yet. They're all very close to doing it. Even if Luna done it, that would indicate very bullish news to me, because I have no doubt in my mind that in the future, Luna will be a top 5, top 7 coin, right? I just want to see one of them do it. So right now, the closest is literally Ethereum. Bitcoin is getting there. And it's just about, seeing one of them get through it, because that will just give us a sign. It will give us a sign that a lot of things are coming. So that's basically what I'm waiting for one of these coins to just do, Have meme coins had their day in this bull run? I think so. I mean, I think they'll still rally. I just don't think they'll rally as much as, the actual projects within the market. There was meme season. Again, I don't particularly like meme coins. I've never held one. I never will. But the hype and everything came for the meme coins, and I feel like it's time for the real projects to start shining. Could you make a video on how to short on Binance at some point? Yeah, I could definitely do something like that. Again, I don't really recommend leverage trading. It's very, very dodgy. I've certainly lost a lot of money in the market doing that. I've kind of had to teach myself how to keep things very tight and, only enter the market and take profit when I'm leveraging at certain points. But for me, I longed something like Cardano at the bottom. So I'm quite confident it's going to just keep grinding up, hence why it's still open. Are you invested in low caps such as SYLO or MTV? What makes you decide to jump into a new project? Do you look at the white paper? Okay, so I'm assuming you might be quite new to the channel. I have done a video on how to do your own research on a coin. In fact, I can try and get it for you. I tend to look out for about 5 things whenever I'm researching a coin. Let me see if I can find it. How to do your own. Here we go. Yeah, I basically look out for 5 things whenever I'm researching a coin, right? Number 1 would be the team. I'm posting the video in the comments right now for you to watch. Number 1 would be the team, who's behind it, who's running it, who got it started, who is that person. Take a look at their background, their experience. Number 2 would, of course, be the coin itself, its actual use case. Number 3 would be partnerships and adoption, who's partnered with them. Have they got massive partnerships around the world? Who's adopting it? Number 4 is actually the roadmap. I'd like to see whether or not they've got some kind of roadmap ahead of them, so I know that this project has plans ahead to improve whatever it may be. And then number 5 is actually social media aspect. I go on Twitter and I take a look at who's actually following them, who's talking about this coin. Is it very popular? Once all 5 of these things have been ticked off, in my opinion, it's a good project. So that's how I like to research. I've seen a few videos lately of people thinking HOTS will get 50p plus this bull run. Surely something like that isn't possible, right? Well, look, you'll see that a lot of times. You'll see people calling for, $100 XRP. You'll see people calling for $200,000 Bitcoin. You can't believe everything you see. On this channel, I try to keep things extremely realistic. I don't even know what the price of HOT is right now, but, you kind of just got to, it's difficult to say. I don't look or believe if someone is putting out a YouTube video and their title is "This coin is about to 100x," piss off, mate. I'm not watching that video. I don't get sucked into the hype. I used to when I was very new to crypto. Now when I look at those videos and the titles and the headlines, I just stay away from it, man. 100% stay away from it. Not worth it. Will you hold any coins through the bear market when it arrives, say within the next 12 months? Yes. Staking still 40% of my Luna. I'll hold that for a very long time. And I'll still I won't be selling 100% of my crypto. I'll probably be selling like 80% of it. And I'll be holding 20%, leaving it in a ledger or something until the next bull run. So I won't be selling all of it. Yeah. Lost my ass on meme coins. Won't make them. Yeah. Meme coins, man. All it is just hype. They'll go with the hype. If someone's hyping up a meme coin and all of a sudden it goes up a little bit, everyone will jump on it. But then what you don't realize is whenever meme coins are done with their run, their capitulation is unlike anything else. you'll see 100, 200% moves down instantly. Stay away. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. Right. What was I doing? Let me take a look at the next coin for you guys. Right, XRP. Let's take a look at XRP, one of my favorite coins, right? Again, very simple with XRP. We seem to be following this trend right here. And this was very similar to what ADA looked like before it broke out. So again, I'm going with it. I actually started, looking at this trend line holding ever since we were about here. So actually not even there. We were about here. So basically cut off all of this. I said to myself, I believe XRP will do something like ADA and follow this trend right here, right? And all we've done is just kind of confirm that. In this case, right here, this is what I'm looking at. We've bounced off this perfectly quite a few times right there as well. What is this line? Of course, it's a Fibonacci retracement, guys. And for me, I believe that is when we're going to see the next leg up for XRP. So again, if I get my Fib retracement, not only are we grinding perfectly on that trend line, but that actually brings us perfectly to our new retracement, the 236, the very first retracement. Okay. And I expect us to kind of rally up to about $1 once we break that. Now, if I take this off and we kind of zoom into it, you can kind of look at it and say to yourself, cool, well, that can happen probably maybe within, move that out of the way, the 15th of August. Maybe the next few days we could see a breakout from XRP. I don't know, but this is basically what I'm looking out for. Just bounces along this line right here. And this is where our first level of resistance comes in. So I'd like to see us break out of there and then probably see some kind of back test. So I'd like to see a breakout of it, come back and kind of back test it, and then head our way up again. So that's what I'm looking out for XRP, keeping that quite nice and simple for you guys. And then we move over to Band. Again, Band is very, very similar to XRP. I'm seeing the pattern kind of all over the place, really. So again, if I put that right there, this is our first level of resistance or retracement. And again, as you can see, Band is doing something very, very similar to XRP in the sense that we're following this trend right here. I'm seeing it across the market quite often. We're following the trend right here. This is our first level of retracement in regards to the Fibonacci retracement. And again, for Band, we can see a breakout maybe within the next week or so, heading our way up. And then we move over to the coins that some of the guys requested for me to take a look at. Filecoin, so FIL. It's very simple. Looking at it from a Fibonacci retracement point of view, from our high on the 4th of June, we can see here reacted perfectly to the 50% retracement and then reacted perfectly to the support level of the 382. So, in regards to strength, Filecoin is looking very good. I'm expecting a breakout of the 50% retracement, which would head up to the 618, which would be about 76.24. As you guys can see, a lot of them are kind of extremely similar in the sense that they're all just kind of approaching certain resistance levels at certain times, and they're just kind of slowly breaking through them, each and every single one. So all of them are at different stages. Some of them are at the same stages. A lot of them are following the exact same patterns, but ultimately the entire market is doing the same thing. We're just having a grind up. But you guys know what I'm saying here, right? What we really need to look out for, forget about these slow grinds up. Cool, we'll pass this retracement, we'll pass that retracement, but until Ethereum, ADA, or Bitcoin, or XRP, whatever it is, gets through the 0.702 retracement, and then the 786, but most importantly, the 702, until then, we'll probably just see coins grinding up. We'll have pops here and there, but we need to see them get through the 702 and the 786, because until that, the market is very undecided. We could very well hit the 702 and then that's the end of the game. Like I said, my opinion, not financial advice. I don't think that's going to happen at all. I think we're heading our way up. And I just feel like we will find resistance at those levels. And it may, consist of a bit of consolidation, but, ultimately getting through those levels is most important to me right now. So take a look at a few more and I'll catch up with your comments, guys. SXP has had a massive pop recently. And again, in SXP's case, we can kind of be looking at it the same, but SXP is grinding up to the 0.382. Okay, so again, if I put our resistance level right there, it's all very similar. Like I said, all very similar, just at different levels. If I put that right there, take the Fibonacci retracement off, all SXP has been doing is grinding on top of this line right here. That's our first level of retracement. Don't be surprised if SXP kind of goes sideways or comes back to hit that line, gets tighter, and then we break out, and then we back test, and then we go. That's basically what I'm looking at for something like SXP as well. It was one of my coins of the week. So, you know, I was pretty happy to see SXP performing really, really well. Of course, we came back and we broke out of our range right here, coming back to retest it right there perfectly, and then grinding up, that retest being perfectly on our trend line as well. It all lined up very, very well, didn't it? So again, patience is what we are looking for within the market, guys. It does look like, when you look at it, it does look like within the next week or two, there's going to be a lot of decisions that will be made in the market. I feel like within the next week or two, maybe 3 weeks, that's when we'll kind of be able to understand what's going to happen in the market. I feel like by then we may have seen something get through the 702. But, you know, it's just a time thing, you know, we're just going to have to wait and see. Right. Do you think Binance will sort their stuff out by the end of the bull run so I'll be able to withdraw from them without moving to another exchange to cash out? Yeah, I do think so. There've been quite a lot of partnerships with Binance recently. Today, I've done a video on it as well, Visa and MasterCard. I think they'll have their stuff sorted out for sure. Obviously, if not, just move it to Kraken and withdraw from there. Fees are still really cheap. Done a video on how to do it if you want to watch it. But yeah, it doesn't that situation doesn't really bother me anymore because there's so many other alternative options that we can do. So for me, it's all good, man. But yeah, I do think they'll sort it out. I think VeChain is the biggest sleeping giant in crypto. No, I don't agree with. It's a big sleeping giant. I think Luna's a bigger sleeping giant than VeChain. I think Luna will shock a lot of people. I used to hold VeChain, very, very good project, but I don't think it's the biggest sleeping giant. It's certainly one of them. But then here's the problem with crypto: you can get 100 people, all that like 100 different coins, and they will all say that their coin is a sleeping giant or the biggest sleeping giant. Just like I'm saying with Luna. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's a difficult one, man. Difficult one. Tana, you need a poster on that door behind you. Big Bitcoin poster. Yeah, I know, man. I know. 100% need a poster, but I'll get one, man. I need it. I need it. I need to sort out some kind of screen behind me, like a green screen or something. But it ain't that important right now, man. As long as I'm getting the information across. Do you know what I mean? Do you think XRP will break out, coincide with the end of the legal matter going on? I think we'll see some kind of rally go on when that is all sorted out. Ultimately, I don't think it will make too much of a difference. I think timing will be perfect. So I feel like whenever it's actually time for the market to start moving crazy, I feel like the case will be sorted by then. It's just the way timing always works. But I do think we'll see a rally before that anyway. Jaime, got a bit late here, but I'd like to say thank you for all your videos. What do you think about Chainlink? I've invested quite a lot in Link. Yeah, a lot of people, thank you, by the way. A lot of people love Link, man. A lot of people love it. I was actually in Link at $1, sold it at $3 because I was very bored and sick and tired of waiting for it to go up and there was so much hype. Obviously, rookie mistake. I was very new back then. But we understand now the importance of being patient and waiting. Yeah, I think Link will be a great performer in this bull run. What's your coin of the day to invest in now? Not financial advice. Do you know what I love it? I keep getting messages on Discord, and they're like, bro, what should I invest in now? Not financial advice, of course. What should I get into now? Not financial advice, of course. I'm like, it is financial advice, though, isn't it? Because I'm telling you what to buy. I don't know. I still need to take a look at coin of the week. I might try to do one on Wednesday because I used to do them on Wednesdays. I'll try to get back to doing it on Wednesday, so I'll let you know. I haven't sorted one out at the moment, no. Mate, a green screen ain't important. The knowledge that we're getting from you is all that matters. Yeah, that's what I like to think as well, man. But obviously, the door doesn't look very professional, does it? So, yeah, is what it is, isn't it? Not hackers, master manipulators. They steal your mind and then steal your. Yeah, guys, ignore the spam in the chat, please. Just ignore that. Don't need to get involved in all of that stuff. Right, we'll take a look at two more because they were requested for me to look at in the Discord chat, and then we'll just end it off there, guys. So here we've got Pond. Again, very, very simple, guys. I've placed a fib over it. You know, smashed through all retracements levels. We came back and retested the final retracement at 786. Now support, heading our way up. I just feel like Pond will just have a very slow grind up. You know, it's just going to be one of those. You have to be very patient. As you can see, there's a lot of volatility coming up for Pond. So, you know, anywhere within this area, you know, we'll find some kind of resistance. There'll be a lot of consolidation going out. It's until we pass this area, which is at about 10.9 cents. That's when it's kind of clear skies to getting back, you know, to the 12 to 15 to 20 cent areas, you know. So That's what I'm looking at for Pond. So very simple stuff there. Just about being patient for sure. And then Super, that one was for you, Andrew. Again, once again, I've just kind of placed the fib over it. What I found is that it seems to have found some kind of resistance there right on top of the range that we're trying to break out of. But of course, it's found support perfectly on the 702, broke above it, now finding support on the 786. See how perfectly these Fibonacci retracements are, guys? It's always showing you some kind of support or resistance level. It's amazing. It's honestly amazing. So yeah, that's basically what I'm looking out for those coins as well. I like the bedroom setting and a wardrobe. Yeah, man. Little wardrobe sitting right there. Do you know what it is? It's like, obviously, I'm at home and my family are downstairs and they're watching TV, and I don't want to get involved with them telling them to be quiet while I'm streaming. So, I'll just come up into my room and just do it here. Or if my dad's sleeping, for instance, because he works nights, I'll just do it downstairs. So that's just how it goes. Yeah, Dan, I'll have a quick look for you right now. MIR, another one that I hold. Bit of big lagger, hasn't it? So MIR, here we go. We seem to have literally just now passed through the 50% retracement. Previously found resistance at the 618. See what I mean, guys? Once again, support right there. Where? On top of the 382. Resistance right there. Where? On top of the 618. You just can't make this stuff up. People need to learn how to use these fib retracements. It's mental. It's mental. But yeah, once again, man, for MIR, it's still in the local high from the 7th of July. However, it's coming up to the important level 618, 702, 786. And of course, we found the very first resistance at the point 618. So just waiting for it to kind of break above that. But I have no doubt in my mind that MIR will do that. Taking a look at something like Luna, the run it's had, MIR is part of Luna's ecosystem. Whenever Luna tends to perform, MIR will lag behind it, but it will also perform. And if it does follow suit with Luna, well, if you kind of look at Luna, this is the full retracement, right? If we take the full retracement of MIR and take a look at where we are, all the way up here. So if I take all of this off, do a bit of that. Luna right now is chilling right here, just below the 618. So that for MIR will be around $9-10. So as you can see, MIR's got a long way to go. Hence why I've been accumulating MIR for a while now. It's been one of the biggest laggers. And, if you're asking for a coin of the week, where's that comment gone? Coin of the day, MIR. It's simple as that, in my opinion. Not financial advice. Not financial advice. All right. Right. Tanner, you think XRP $10 in this bull run? Very high prediction, mate. Well, not necessarily, because it's a full Fibonacci retracement. And if you look at it, XRP's previous all-time high was $3.5. $3.5 to $10 is only what, 3x, 3.5x just to get up there. I don't see it as that at all. What you're thinking about right now is the price of XRP right now, which is 80 cents. So 80 cents to $10, you think, rah, what the hell? Cool. Completely understand that. But then if XRP hasn't even touched this all-time high yet, which in every alt season, every bull run, everything will, and then make new all-time high, XRP to its all-time high is $3.5. Then $3.5 just to $10 is 3.5x. And the reason why I'm coming up with that kind of figure is because if you go to charts.cointrader.pro to get the maximum kind of history from XRP, it's a full retracement level. So I'll show you exactly what that means. What's this? That's XRP up. I was thinking, what's going on here? Come on, XRP, where you at, mate? Doesn't want to show itself. Here we go. If we do this, what I mean by full retracement is that if you go from the full top of XRP, previous all-time high, to this, what would tend to happen in some cases, and again, you can do this for any coin to analyze what the top may be, the full retracement for XRP actually comes in at $15. I'll be taking profit anywhere between $10 to $15. Okay, so for me, that is a very realistic price prediction for XRP, considering this is a bull run, this is alt season, and for me, XRP, did you guys see that? Here we go. I don't know if you guys actually saw that. Sorry if you didn't. Here you go. This is a full Fibonacci retracement of XRP. The full retracement actually goes to $15. Okay, that's from our previous all-time high. So I'll be taking profit from $10 to $15. Okay, previous all-time high was right there. Just to get from there to there, I mean, percentage-wise, yeah, big percentage, but we've already seen that kind of percentages in this bull market. You're looking at a 300% rise. You're telling me that in a bull run, a 300% rise is too much from its all-time high? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Again, just my opinion, man. Just my opinion. But yeah, that's what I think. Have you sold some coins before the infrastructure bill goes tomorrow? No, I haven't sold anything. I'm chilling, man. I don't look at news. I just blind it all out. If you were to just sit there from May to right now, and you had to go through China, you had to go through Binance, you had to go through every kind of bad news that came along with it. If you just sat there and didn't realize anything, all we're doing is just grinding our way. We had a correction. We're grinding our way up now. Blind out all the news. It doesn't matter. They come at perfect times. I don't care about anything. Honestly, I just sit there and I chill, man. Just chill. I'm 23. I'll wait for it. I'll wait for it. Guys, I'm going to end it there because I've got some stuff that I need to sort out. So I'm going to end it there. I'll try and come back tomorrow. I'm off work now for a week, so I'll be on holiday, but I'll try and do some videos. I'll still be making sure they're coming out left, right, and center for you guys. If you've enjoyed this stream, please be sure to leave a like down below before you guys go. I'd very much appreciate it. Obviously, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure the bell icons are turned on, guys, so you don't miss any other videos. And guys, thank you all very much for joining, man. You guys have been sick, so I appreciate it, man. And I'll see you guys very, very soon, people. Take it easy.